Today I am playing as a sergeant at arms in this meeting, and I am welcoming you all in this Millennium City Toastmaster Club meeting number 495. And before starting this meeting, I would like to mention some ground rules about the meeting. So ground rules. Before starting this meeting, I would like to share some ground rules. Please turn off your mobiles, electronic devices that makes unnecessary sounds. As Toastmaster, we don't talk about any religions and other talks like politics. So please refrain to talk this. Next, please do not cross talk in between with your neighboring Toastmasters. Please note the meeting is being recorded, and it will be uploaded on YouTube and everyone to watch. So please behave accordingly. As everybody in their life has some goal, same our Toastmaster Club has a goal and mission too. So to fulfill that mission, we took a place. So for this place, I request all of you to stand up on your place and just forward your hand. The mission of our club, Toastmasters Club, is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop community and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you. Now before moving further, I would like to invite our presiding officer, Toastmaster Ashish Lal. Just
Thank you, Toastmaster Manju, for your warm introduction and setting up the ground rule of the meeting. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
It's my pleasure to extend a warm and very enthusiastic welcome to all of you. So, as mentioned that we are conducting 495th meeting here today, and we started in 2013, so it's been a very long journey since then, and soon to become a 10 years old club in this area. So it is so before we start our meeting, I want you all to be at ease and just be at a right positive frame of your mind. And for that, we'd like to start the meeting with a little warm-up exercise. So are you ready for that?
Yes.
Okay. So the warm-up exercise is, so what I do, I think you must have played Mind Twister when you were young. You must be playing now with your kids, I believe. Okay. So there are some few mind twisters with me. I just want to check your mind, that how fast you think and answer me. So whosoever answer me, I'll give him a tongue twister. He will not have to repeat the tongue twister, but he'll pick up someone from the nearby, and he has to do the tongue twister 3 times. So the first mind twister question is that, name a room that lacks a window or a door. Name a room that lacks a window or a room.
Chat room.
Room. Mushroom. Okay, so nobody answered, right?
Now you will select.
But these two answers, that or
Chat room is also right.
Room is also right. Room, mushroom.
Must be.
but it was not the answer which you had written.
Obviously. So let's go by the answer that I have, right? So I have. I'll ask any one of you, and we'll give you a tongue twister.
Sure.
So from the back, Harjinder. So can we have a round of applause for Harjinder? So the tongue twister for you is, I scream, you scream, we all scream for the ice cream. Learn it. One slide.
How many times you have to speak?
3 times. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
So well, another riddle that I have is a cow provides us with milk and a hand provides us with eggs. Tell me who provides us the both. A cow provides us with the milk, a hand provides us with the eggs. Tell me who provides both.
The shopkeeper.
Shop.
Yes, please. Can we have a round of applause for Chirag? Chirag, pick anyone, right, and he'll do the tongue twister for all of us.
Yeah, then I would like to go with Bakul sir.
Yes, sir. So for you, 9 nice night nurses nursing nicely.
9 nights, 9 मैं चर्च में भी नहीं 9 nice night nurses nursing nicely. 9 nice night nurses nursing nicely. 9 nice night nurses nursing nicely.
So another riddle that I have for you is that what are 2 words that words have thousands of letters in that? What are 2 words have thousands of letters in that? What are 2 words have thousands of letters in that?
1000.
I'll count till 10 and extend an answer.
What are the?
What are the 2 words have thousands of letters in it? 2 words but have thousands of letters in it.
Literal.
1000 letters.
Thousands liters.
Okay, the correct answer is letterbox.
Oh.
Okay, so now I'll pick one. Right, so I'll start with yes, Sonu.
Tongue twister.
Tongue twister. Please come. Please welcome. Sea sells by the seashore.
Sea sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore.
And the last one that I have is what kind of band never plays music?
Rubber band. Rubber band.
Many answers, so I am just moving to the other question. Which what has a ring but no finger?
Yeah.
What has a ring but no finger?
Earring.
Is that the right answer? But my answer. Okay, it's telephone. So with last I'll pick one for the tongue twister. I request
Guess.
anyone from the guests, right?
Guest.
So, yes, sir. Please.
Avoid.
Please have a round of applause for. So for you, the tongue twister is we surely shall see the sunshine soon. See the sunshine.
We surely shall see the sunshine soon. We surely shall see the sunshine soon. We surely shall see the sunshine soon. We surely see the sunshine soon.
Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for your participation. Moving on. I see a lot of new faces here today in the meeting. We have guests. So I'd like to go for a guest introduction. First, I'd like to start from sir. I think first time I'm meeting with you. Yeah. So briefly introduce yourself to the club and share the reason behind for you coming today.
Well, it was. My name is Pankaj, and I stay in Gurgaon. I joined Toastmasters in, I believe, 2016. and my journey continued till 2018, and that was like meeting number 270, I believe. So after that, I took a break and now rejoining. And in fact, like I've been connected through MCTC, that Mushaira WhatsApp club. So I was thinking of rejoining for quite some time now, but I think probably Vivekananda, today's theme TMOD actually pulled me out to this again, and so here am I.
So great to have you, sir. Yes, too. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Mayank. I live in Gurgaon. I work in a company called Servicos in sales department. I am here to boost my confidence while speaking in public and to make new friends. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Amit Ranjan. I work at Max Life Insurance as a VP Digital Marketing. I am here to sort of work on my speaking skills and communication skills. I have got multiple feedback from my leadership team that like everything is great about me in terms of performance and everything, but when it comes to high stakes presentation, is something that they are worried that I may not be able to deliver on demand. So I got to know about Toastmasters Club from my manager, and here I am.
He's today with us? Your manager is also here with us?
No, he's not here.
No, I've seen a couple of guests coming along with the managers.
Hi, my name is Tarun Jain. I stay nearby in South City 1 and I run a medical technology company. And I was part of Toastmasters Club of New Delhi back in 2011 to 2013, where I completed my CC manual there, and then was not around in the area for a few years. And today's theme actually attracted me, and I've been visiting a couple of clubs before taking a decision to join. So, I mean, this theme I'm really looking forward to today.
Thank you. Great to have you here.
Hi everyone, my name is Ramesh Walia and I recently came to Gurgaon. Previously I was in Kolkata. I work with a technology company and I'm here to learn other aspects of life like leadership, communication skills, and learn from your experiences. Thank you.
All the guests, ma'am, you have recently joined, so please introduce yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Kunal and I'm working as a consultant at Deloitte. And I moved into Gurgaon recently, a week back. So this was one thing, Toastmasters, that I wanted to join from long back. I was in 2019, I was in Chennai and I was a part of Madras Toastmasters Club. So I was a part for 6 months. Then COVID hit and I was working from home, so I didn't join in Toastmasters because I wanted that feel when you meet in person. That's why. And once I moved in Gurgaon, this was the first thing that I did. I'm looking for joining in Toastmasters.
Welcome you to the club.
So what I have to say about this?
So just introduce yourself briefly to the club and briefly say why you were here today.
Okay. So hello everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma. Recently I left my job just to explore other things. So I joined it, I saw some advertisement online, and so I came here to just improve my communication skills and confidence so that I can speak in front of more people.
Thank you.
Good morning everybody.
Morning.
My name is Pratik Shukla. I am in cybersecurity, working from last 15 years in KPMG. So I joined Toastmasters to interact with people, make new friends, because in my job I hardly interact with people because of cyber job. Now I hope this will be really helpful for my life.
So at a very right platform. Thank you very much. Can we have a big round of applause for one? Thank you. So moving on, I'd like to make a couple of announcements. First, as you all are aware, the members are aware that we declare Toastmaster of the Month every month. So the month of March we have our Toastmaster of the Month is declared, is there. And there were two contenders, and the winner has won by a whisker, right? And can you make any guesses that who is winning the Toastmaster of the month? So Toastmaster Sonu and Dipanshu, they were contending very closely for the Toastmaster of the month. So who do you think has won?
Dipanshu.
So when it goes to Toastmaster Dipanshu, so please have a big round of applause for Toastmaster of the month is declared based on certain parameters. There are certain parameters like how many roles you have taken in the entire month and how active you have been for the club meeting, right? And if someone backing out, he is coming up and taking up this role. So all these things are taken into consideration before declaring the Toastmaster of the month. So that's about the Toastmaster of the month. Another announcement that I have is that, as you are aware, that Division G and H conference is happening on 16th of March. So it's expected that close to 200 people will be reaching there, Toastmaster community. And 20 speakers will be delivering their speeches there on that day, and they'll vie with each other for becoming a division level speaker. Right. So I request all of you, those who want to have a different experience, means apart from the club, want to see Toastmaster and want to learn more from the community, I would urge all of you to please be there. There is a very nominal charges being taken for this conference. Registration link and everything is being shared in the group. So if you want to participate in this conference, please nominate yourself and meet there on 16th. And also those who are interested will be there, obviously will be there on 16th. But those who want to continue with their regular meeting on 16th is Sunday, next Sunday. So they'll have our regular club meeting, but we'll have this meeting with another club called Gurgaon Toastmaster Club. So we'll have a joint meeting with them. So those who are not there in the conference will attend a joint meeting with GTMG. So I will share all the details with you. So that's about the announcement. Well, moving on to the Toastmaster of the day. I have heard from most of the cases that today the theme is such that it's dragged them to be here in the club today to listen to the Toastmaster of the day. So for the guest, what Toastmaster of the day does. So Toastmaster of the day is actually the master of the ceremony. He is the MC of the meeting today. So three things that we'll do. First, we'll deliver a theme based on the topic that has been shared with all of you. Secondly, ensure that the meeting goes as per the agenda. All the role players are introduced in the stage, and we stick to our timings and the agenda that has been shared with all of you. And to do this honor today, we have a very experienced professional. I will say him that he joined Toastmasters not very long, just 2 years before. And in 2 years time, he has been a very, I would say that, a value given member. Whenever he is there in the club, attending any meeting, he is delivering value, adding value to every meeting. Be it whatever role that he plays, he delivers value to it. And he is someone, he is a very voracious reader. He reads books across many genres. And he was our immediate past Vice President of Education. So please, with thunderous applause, welcome Toastmaster Vivekananda.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How is the Joes?
Hi.
How is the Joes?
Hi.
Good morning, guests. And some of the guests have come to listen about the theme. So I am a bit nervous today. Let me warm up slowly. Today my role is going to be a bead weaver, like I am saying. And for the benefit of the guest, let me explain you how the Toastmaster meeting is structured. So we have prepared speeches. So today, 3 mind-blowing speeches you are going to listen. Then we have impromptu speaking that we call table topics. So you will be given topics and you have to speak 1 to 3 minutes. And then all the speeches which have been given by Toastmaster are being evaluated by very seasoned, experienced Toastmaster for further improvement. So this is the basic structure, 3 area of the Toastmasters meeting. The first, which develops your speaking ability. The second one, impromptu speaking, develops your ability to think on the feet and deliver speech. And the third one is evaluation, which develops a skill of observation and listening. So you need to listen very carefully to understand the speech and give valuable feedback. Somebody rightly said, focused mind power is a strongest force on the face of the earth. And these days, we are lacking this due to ring, ding and rings on your cell phone, so many notifications. You are not concentrating even for 5 minutes. And that's a concern. And those who have not seen, I would request personally, please watch that movie, The Social Dilemma, on Netflix. The people who have taken job off from Google, Facebook, they are not giving cell phone to their kids. Okay, so coming back to the topic, but before I dive into the today's theme, we will have word of the day. And word of the day is one word we select every Toastmasters meeting, and we have to use that word during whatever opportunity we get for speaking. During table topic, maybe somebody can put into a speech, I can put into my discussion, or maybe in evaluation, or any of them. So today word of the day is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means omnipresent, present everywhere. What would be synonyms? Omnipresent or present everywhere. Universal. And antonyms would be something like scarce, not present anywhere. Some of the sentences could be, his ubiquitous influence was felt by all the family. Smartphone have become ubiquitous in modern society, and all of us own it, right? So I would urge to use this word of the day, each one of you. And whenever someone uses that word, we give thumbs up as an encouragement to that member. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
To start the meeting, I think we will have a joke master here who will make us laugh. And today's joke master is Toastmaster Nitin Verma. Where are you? Toastmaster Nitin is BTech, MTech by qualification, and he is currently working with Adidas as a solution architect. Toastmaster Nitin is a swimmer and traveler. So please welcome Toastmaster Nitin with thunderous round of applause. Toastmaster Nitin.
Today I have been given a very tough job to make you laugh. Let's see how it goes. So I have 2 jokes for you today. So starting with the first dose of the laughter. So we know that we have a lot of highways and they are connected with the villages. So what happened, one Tau from Haryana, he was driving his tractor on the highway, and suddenly he was pulled over by the policeman. And the policeman said, why are you speeding up on this highway, and this is the maximum limit, I will be giving you a challan. So he started writing the challan, and while he was writing the challan, the guy, the tractor driver, he noticed some flies were circling around his head. So he said, I see you are struggling with these flies, we call them circle flies. So the policeman said, circle flies? This is how you call them in your village? The guy said, Yes, because in ours we have a lot of them, and in our village all the donkeys, they keep on circling around those donkeys. So policeman said, "Are you trying to say I'm a donkey?" Driver says, "No sir, I have utmost respect for the law enforcement officer like you. I cannot even imagine that I will be saying this to you." Policeman said, "Okay, then it's good." Then the driver says, "But it's very difficult to fool these flies." Let me try another one. So, three drink men entered a taxi. So driver knew that these men, he already identified that this man is, these men are drunk. So he thought to fool these guys. So what he did, he started his taxi, and after starting the taxi, he moved his taxi a little bit, started and turned off the engine. And after that, he said, "Your destination has arrived, and now you can come down." So first guy said, "Okay, thank you." Second guy came down and gave him the money, and third guy came down and immediately slapped the driver. So the driver said, driver just got shocked that he thought that maybe these guys have identified, the third guy has identified that I am not driving, and maybe he was less drunk. So he said, "What happened, sir? Why did you slap me?" So the third guy said, "Hey, listen, Mr. Driver, next time you better control your speed. You almost got us killed." Thank you.
So next role is very important role for the club, and the role is general evaluator. Someone who is doing graduation in architecture from Delhi University, who is our past president of MCTC, and he is one who comes for rescue of the club at any point of time, be it making a program, be it filling the roles. Toastmaster Dipanshu, who would be evaluating entire meeting today. So please welcome Toastmaster Dipanshu.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vivek, for this wonderful introduction. There was a man named Popat Lal. Now, Popat Lal loves to cook. He aspires to become a chef. So one day, he decided to bring his friends over for dinner. The first thing he served his friends was chicken wings. He was preparing for whole day. He was looking at the receipts. He was carefully marinating every single one of the ingredients. And finally, the first dish he presented to his friend was chicken wings. His friends took the first bite, and by the look of their face, it meant this is terrible. So Popat Lal was crushed. He thought all his efforts went to vain. But his friends were too polite to say anything. So Popat Lal now go back to his mentor and started to perfect his recipe and learn what he had done wrong. So after that, again he bring his friends over, and this time his friends love the chicken wings. So one of the friends said that, "Popat Lal, what happened yesterday? Your chicken works was the most terrible when I had it yesterday." And so Popat Lal realized something, that the power of feedback. He realized that even feedback, sometimes feedback is very harsh, it might break your heart, but it is very crucial for the success, because it really helps you to see the weak points of your craft, and then you can work upon it. So goes with evaluation in Toastmasters. The section of evaluation in Toastmasters is very crucial. It is what Toastmaster is really famous for. So in evaluation, the main game of evaluation in Toastmaster is not to discourage the speaker. The whole point of evaluation is to encourage them, so that if they are given a speech, they are more inspired to give a speech next week. That is the main point of evaluation. And my role today is of a journal evaluator. So I will be evaluating the whole speech. For the benefit of guests, I will evaluate basically on the 4th section. First is the speakers and all the role players who come on the stage, present their roles. So I will be evaluating them, what they did good and what are the points of improvement. Second thing that I evaluate is the evaluators. So I have a team of evaluators, starting with the speech evaluator. We have 3 speakers, so 3 speech evaluators and auxiliary role players. Third is the facilitators, REC members, areas of improvement we can do in the club. Fourth is the club meeting in general, some of the areas where we could improve upon. So with this, I would like to invite our first auxiliary role player, grammarian Toastmaster Ankit, to please come forward and read out the speech objectives.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, I shall listen to everyone's word usage and note down any awkward misuse of language, incomplete sentence that change direction mid-stream, incorrect grammar or malapropisms. Example, a singular verb with plural subject. So, a pronoun is used like no one in the choir sings better than her. Should be no one in the choir sings better than she. So I shall also report creative language usage. As a word master, I propose ubiquitous as word of the day. It can be defined as the sentence. So I encourage everyone to use the word of the day during the meeting.
Now I would like to invite our timer for today, Toastmaster Ajay, to please read out the speech objectives.
Good morning all. Myself Ajay, and good morning all motivated Toastmasters and excited guests who are here. Okay. So my role is to play timer today. So I will be monitoring all the time the speeches are high of speakers during the meeting. Okay. And मैं समय, this is what I have heard from my childhood. And once motivator and speaker Silk Hera told, simplify your life so that you get more time to strive to achieve your goals in life. So I remember this every time, that time is very crucial in our life. So coming to my role here, I will be monitoring all the time slots of all the table topics and prepared speeches. So for prepared speeches, 5 minutes will be the green signal, yellow for 6 minutes and 7 minutes for red. That is mentioned here also. So everybody can see. For table topic masters, for table topics, 1 minute for green signal, 1.5 minutes for red, and 2 minutes for red card, and 30 minutes next to close the. So additionally, I will be showing these cards to our evaluators when they cross limit their allotted times, and in the end of the meeting, I will represent my report when asked by our evaluator. Thank you.
Now, last but not the least, I would like to invite our counter for today, Toastmaster Anurag.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. As a counter, I shall take note of church words such as well, but, so, sounds such as repeat words such as I'll, this means. In addition, I shall listen to everyone for long pauses, use the filler, and note as a necessary part of sentence structure. When called upon by general evaluator, I shall present my report. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Anurag. With this, I come at the end when called by TMOD. Back to stage to our TMOD, Toastmaster Vivek.
Thank you. How many of you think if you save 10% of your time, your life is going to be impacted positively? Show of your hand. Most of you. How many of you think you have not taken a speech in Toastmaster Club and the reason is you didn't have time to write it? Many of us. Toastmasters and guests. You all have heard about Chat GPT, right? How many of you have used it? Almost. Well, diverse user. Chat GPT. Somebody can tell what is this Chat GPT?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Chat GPT is artificial intelligence. So it is like we are conversing, we are having conversations with human in artificial intelligence, and it is generated by a US company which is OpenAI. So that is all I know about it.
Great. Yeah, please.
So it predicts the very next word. This is the old technology. Whatever data is present on internet, ChatGPT has access to. The textual information is not mistake. It will always show the correct results. It is just predicting the next word, like creating paragraphs and paragraphs.
Correct. Let's have a round of applause for him. Anyone else? Anyone else? So rightly, Chat GPT is AI bots, similar to other bots. But why is so popular in last 5 months? It was launched first on 30th November 2022, and within 5 days, it has acquired 1 million users. In next 1 month, it had acquired 57 million users. Now we have more than 100 million users in ChatGPT. It has potential to disrupt businesses, both in positive and some challenging way as well. So what we are going to do, we are going to understand what actually ChatGPT is. Sorry, maybe the look. It's an artificial intelligence chatbot, and OpenAI is a US-based company, rightly said. Currently the company is having valuation of $29 billion. $29 billion. It's a big valuation, and Microsoft has invested 10 billion in this company. The important factor in ChatGPT, how it has been built. There is a $175 billion parameter has been fed into the system. It has been taught by all your books, science, religion, religious books, history, geography, all kind of content. And the last version of ChatGPT, which is based on 3.5 structure, was trained till November 2021. So most of the information currently you will find in ChatGPT is up to 2021, November 2021. However, the latest version of ChatGPT, which is GPT 4.0, has been released on 14th March. But we will talk about how this ChatGPT is creating difference. The way we are executing business, the way we are writing books, the way we are writing content. And there are many debates are also happening, whether it will reduce employment. How many think it will reduce employment? Already protests are going on somewhere, right? I can't say with any confidence or with data, it will reduce employment. However, it is definitely going to disrupt some of the work what we do, going to bring some efficiency. Some of the work which are taking longer time is going to take little shorter time. But at the same time, it is also going to generate new avenues for employment. So nothing to worry about this chat GPT. I'll give you a little background. So San Francisco is the headquarters for OpenAI, and this has been backed by big companies, Microsoft, Khosla Ventures and LinkedIn co-founder. More than 100 million users are there currently. And current 3.5 architecture which was launched first, now the recent 4.0 structure has been launched. So what is the difference I would explain you. 3.5 is completely based on you put the words, and since the chatbot has been trained on with large amount of data, large data, when I say all the data possible in the world related to science, history, politics, this chatbot has been trained, and based on your data, based on your text query, it generates answer. Answer may not be 100% true all the time, but in most of the cases, it is true. Also, what's happening? It is self-learning tool as well. So chat GPT is learning day by day. When you put information into the system, and your personal information or information in general, they learn through those information. So that is another benefit of this chatbot. So they are getting intelligent day by day. So chat GPT 3.5 architecture was only able to process text. The new architecture, which has been released, chat GPT 4.0 on 14th March, it can process images also. So you put some text describing some image will come. Or you put some image in the system, then AI will understand, this chat GPT will understand the image and it will generate that text. So this is capability of chat GPT 4. I'm not sure when chat GPT 5 will be launched, but in general, top of the tech is by end of this year, chat GPT 5 will come. What is expected from chat GPT 5? So it can understand current text, images, then also it can understand human emotions. It can do AGI level kind of human interaction it can do. And the next, maybe future chat GPT could be which can senses your touch. If you can build this kind of robot with all kind of sensory, emotion, touch and everything. So those are future. So I said most of the data related to ChatGPT, I said where we can use this ChatGPT. There are some text written here just for reference, but let's discuss where it can be used.
I have used it to make my assignments twice.
Yes. Already he is doing assignment. You can do assignment in month.
I just asked ChatGPT like to write an essay on this topic, and just it writes it, and even it understands the previous text I had written. If the essay is short, then I ask it to write it in a different way and longer essay. Then it do it in the same manner, and just I give it to my teacher, and I have taken appreciation from my teacher. Teacher doesn't know that I can check GPT.
Yeah, education and training. Yeah, go ahead.
To make your CV.
To make your resume.
I haven't tried, but I have heard that people are using it.
There are now AI sites like resume.ai, and one is there are 2-3 websites by AI by which if you they just ask from you, about your queries, and they immediately format your CV. So in whichever, and they also tell you like in which format you want, classic format, different kind of formats also. You just have to keep entering your. So the better way is to use ChatGPT to elaborate like you use for essay writing or I think content writing, and then put that content into that resume tool. So it's a mixture of and it actually throws out a beautiful CV without any
resume.
Apart from ChatGPT, there is also a tool which is very popular among students nowadays. Is also that if we are given an assignment to write, then what we used to do is that we used to research about it and then we used to write in a paper. But now what we are doing is that we are asking ChatGPT to write an essay. Then we are asking another AI tool to convert that text into handwriting form. So then we are sending it to our teachers.
So, and I want to ask inclusively, the essay which ChatGPT wrote and you submitted, did you read it entire or it's
No, I read it.
You read it?
At least
we are print but you have to actually, it is as rightly said by Vivek, you have to actually tweak a little bit about this, because it not necessarily says 100% correct, but yeah, 98% is correct. 2% you have to actually input as your flavor of writing.
Yes, so one question, and
Yeah, go.
sorry, I'm extending.
Yeah, no, you ask question.
Like, wait for what's the definition? It's to write a statement of purpose, etc. So statement of purpose, they put in a plagiarism software. They say whether there is an originality of this statement of purpose. And if it is not original, you need citation from the Indian institute.
They have software to check whether it is copied or not.
Yes, yeah, there is a software to copy it. So then, like all these students who write, now she's counseling other students who aspire to go overseas. So like always we use ChatGPT and all and copy paste. So it may turn out to be counterproductive for promising such careers, right? And so we have to be original. That is one caution. But assignment becomes with that, but when they're real,
yeah, but in our university, like there are few times when the teacher asks us to send an assignment or an essay, but we are not willing to. Like sometimes we are compelled to like just take part in a competition just for the name of it. Then it's very useful.
Yes.
So, yeah, go ahead.
So we are using ChatGPT to deliver business solutions. Small tools for which we are taking coding from. We develop some announcements that are not disclosed, but it's related to wealth and all those data. But there are caution because of privacy issues. We cannot feed any real life health data into it. That's where we are stuck because of the regulatory guidelines and privacy issues.
Of course, with all advent of technologies, it's progressing so fast. So there is going to be some impact or some caution which we need to take. But this is true with any technology what we have witnessed in last maybe 50 years. So every time new technology came, there were always pros and cons. It's up to us as a society what we want to take benefit from the technology or we want to misuse this technology. So both positive and negative impacts are there.
Just to add the positive, before I go into any line for the new business, it is so handy to like just type in the topic that we are going to discuss, and it consolidates everything in a couple of points. That's why I like to last minute review.
Yes, and trust me, while I was touching my phone and when Ashish was giving this mind twister, I was typing on open. Okay. So it can answer your general query. So the speed of the answering is very fast. The moment you put right question, just click and your answers are generated. Generally, they will have 200 to 300 words depending on your questions. Language translation. There are tools for language translation. But in ChatGPT, you write an email in one language, you can send into Chinese, you can send into French. You got email from different language, you can just translate within fraction of a second. So language translation you can do. You can also take ChatGPT as your personal assistant. ChatGPT can give you alarm, all the reminders, can keep your schedule, can give you all the necessary input to improve your productivity. It can work as a virtual assistant. Somebody in finance has to write some content. Somebody in research, he has to write XYZ some project. Okay. I have a lot of content, so if I am overshooting, okay. Even ChatGPT can support on mental health issues. It can work as a friend, and the moment emotion will come into architecture, you can just interact. You can ask ChatGPT if you are struggling with certain kind of emotional issues, write a question. Suggestive response will come, which is the right response, what you need to do, next course of action. Of course, entertainment is another, some limitation current ChatGPT is having, and those limitations, the training has been done till 2021. So maybe the new data set training is going on. Sometimes it can also project the content which is disallowed. But the newer version has lower chances of giving you disallowed content as a response. Of course, it has some of the answers may not be accurate, maybe 98% accurate. So there are limitations. It's a different than other AI model, AI tools. Already we had so many AI tools. It's a little bit different. So maybe I will share this presentation. This is just for example. Be My Eyes. They are using ChatGPT. The very great company Morgan Stanley, it's a wealth management company. They are using ChatGPT. And so many examples you can find on the net. ChatGPT is being used. The whole point is, when new technology comes, how frequently we can learn those technology and we can take use of that. I am not recommending, instead of writing your personal email, just take help from ChatGPT. It will have disadvantages as well, because you will outsource your mind to somebody else, right? So your cognitive thinking, your ability to think will reduce. So it's not recommended every small things you take benefit from there. But it's a tool. Sometimes you are in a hurry, and like he said, you are going to have a client meeting and some new topics are being discussed. Within 5 minutes, at least you can have that much of information handy with you. You can talk in a group, right? If you are doing certain research and topic is entirely new, the nominal way you will go to library, find the books, or maybe online you will search. Here you type it, you will get multiple links, multiple descriptions, so that you can further investigate. So summary is, this is the new technology which is definitely going to change the way we work, the way we think. It's up to us. How do we use it? We use it positively, or we use it in a way that can harm our world. But of course, rules, regulation will come, and definitely there will be check and balance. Now I think I have overshooted already the time. So next session is going to be very core to Toastmaster, and that is prepared speech. So are you ready? Yes. My request is, apart from general evaluator and evaluator of the speech, each one of us listen to the speech very carefully and give your personalized feedback to the speaker. The speaker has prepared a lot for this speech, and any positive reinforcement as a feedback, if you give, that will help the speakers. Okay, the first speech is someone who is very passionate Toastmaster, and he has been Toastmaster since August 2019. Yeah, August 2019. He is electronic engineer. His path is presentation mastery and understanding your communication style in this project. And who is his evaluator? Toastmaster Sonu. So may I request Toastmaster Sonu to read his project objective?
Good morning everyone. Toastmasters Siddharth is attempting pathway presentation mastery and labor to project 1, that is understanding your communication style. The purpose of the project is learn about different communication styles, identify his or her own primary communication style, and then share the impact of his communication style. Thank you, and all the best to my target speaker Toastmasters.
So let's have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Siddharth. Refrain conflicted communication style. Refrain conflicted communication style. So Toastmaster Siddharth.
Good morning all.
Good morning.
Communication is a way of sharing the information from one person to another person. There are many types of communication styles, but we are talking about oral communication styles. So there are 4 major types of communication styles. The first one is direct communication style. Mostly leaders carry this kind of communication style. The one who carry this kind of communication style, he or she is confident, independent, focused, and result oriented. Second type of communication style is initiative. The one who carry this kind of communication style, he or she is energetic, storyteller, and he is too much speaking person. That's the only problem. Too much speaking person. He listens less. Third one is supportive communication style. Supportive person, the one who carries this kind of communication style, he or she is calm, steady, approachable, and doesn't like much changes. And small appreciation is enough to please him or her. That's only problem. Fourth and the last one is analytical communication style. The one who carries analytical communication style, he or she is disciplined, cautious, and precise. The only problem with analytical communication style people are they are not much friendly. I mean socialized. They are not socialized. I just wanted to know that what kind of communication style I am carrying. I went on Toastmasters site and provided my inputs. 10 questions have been asked, and I got the result. The list of communication style. The top one was yes. Just guess. It's supportive, yes. I was very happy. Okay, I don't like changes. I'm a little bit less confident. People can please me. Just they will say something and I will be pleased. But okay, I'm happy with my communication. I was worried about my secondary communication style, which was on second list. We always talk about our primary communication style, but we never talk about our secondary communication style. We all got the result based on our input, isn't it? Definitely, our secondary communication style also matters. Might be we are using less. 50% we are using our primary communication style, and 35% or 30% we are using our secondary. I was worried about my secondary communication style because my primary communication communication style and secondary communication style was totally just opposite. My secondary communication style was direct, which carries by leaders. So, okay, that's not a problem. But I thought that what happens if class of communication styles happen? The direct communication style, the one who carries, he is direct. Okay, this work should be done by tomorrow morning or today evening. I don't have an issue. You want to stay night? You have to stay. But I want result by tomorrow morning. We are supporting communication style. You just have to replace it. You have to wait for others, instructions. Most of us, almost all of us are supporting communication, carrying communication in home. Okay? Like I'm talking to my wife. Can I get breakfast eating early by 8 o'clock? What happens is just two communications like class. I want my breakfast by 8 o'clock. I don't know how they're going to prepare. Here, I want this work should be done by today. Please can you do? Both will be impacted. Breakfast, leave breakfast. You cannot get dinner also. Work, I don't think so. Even work will be impacted. Since your words need, as a direct communicator, your words need little bit power, weight, so that they can, your employee can understand that this is very important, and that's why he is angry. That's why he is forcing. Actually, similar things happen to me. That's why I am here. In my previous company, I was working as a design engineer. I went on client side. Client side means in India. So I went over there. The work was 2 months. I mean, in 2 months it was supposed to be finished. But in 2 months, just only 50% was finished. And I could see, you have experience, you can easily understand that where are the lagging, what are the drawbacks, what are the pain points, what are the bottlenecks in the design, in the process, in every way. In 2 months, I observed and I got to know that why it's been delayed and why only 50% task was done. After 2 months, they wanted to extend 1 more month. I was sitting in the meeting. For a second, I just forgot that I am in client side. I was thinking that I am in my own office. Everyone is talking that how they are going to execute the rest of work so that they can complete it in next 15 days. I just forgot that the way you guys are leading this project, I cannot say that you can complete in 15 days. You cannot complete in next 1 month also. Because your expectations is like this and your effort is like this. You have to accelerate your effort to meet your expectations. Suddenly I saw that, oh my God, this is not my company, I am client side. What is going to happen? And they started talking about what are the pain points, why it happened delay, and everyone pointing to one another. It was hard to me to maintain that the peace. When I got negative feedback from that one, they said that to my boss that your boy came and it put fire in my team. That was the first and last something was class of communication. In that, I would have utilized my initiative communication style where I would have started, okay, like generally, I have some points I want to introduce to you, I want to share with you all, might be will help you to accelerate the project. That kind of. After that, I would have provided my data, like analytical communication, instead of direct communication. So, with this, I would like to request you all, please refrain the class of communication style, conflicted communication style while you are speaking in any meeting. With this, I am closing the speech. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you. When ChatGPT can understand your communication style, trust me. Whatever you can ask ChatGPT in what communication style your speech has to be written, what kind of direction you have to write. So, and of course, these are regenerative tools, so they can learn from your personal experience. We'll move to the next speech, but before that, do we have okay, feedback link is there on WhatsApp group, and guest I would request take support from nearest member. And please give feedback to Toastmaster Siddharth. Timer, please let us know when 1 minute is over. Well, next speaker is Toastmaster Nishtha Trivedi. For Nishtha Trivedi, Toastmaster Bakul would be a speech evaluator. Toastmaster Nishtha has taken this speech on sudden backout. So let's have a round of applause for Toastmaster Nishtha. Even Toastmaster Bakul, when he came here, Toastmaster Assis allotted him evaluator role. Toastmaster Nishtha would be giving a speech today, and the speech objective is, which will be read by Toastmaster Bakul. Toastmaster Bakul.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Any specific path this speech is from?
Presentation master.
Generation master.
Okay. So for the information of the guest, when you become the Toastmaster, if you become Toastmaster, you get a chance to choose one of the 12 paths. And in 12 paths, you have to deliver 15 speeches. There are 5 levels, right? 5 levels, right?
Yes, sir.
In almost 15 speeches, and that will really help you improve that path. And her path is presentation mastery. And today's speech is to inspire audience, right? She will be judged or evaluated in 3 areas: how she has structured her speech, how she uses body language, because that is very critical, and her comfort on the stage. So I'm the evaluator. All the best to you, Nishtha.
Thank you so much.
Toastmaster Nishtha, a miracle child, Toastmaster Nishtha. Over.
Have you all ever felt enclosed in a cage, bleeding, asking for help? Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. As I was asked to deliver this speech, I couldn't think of a beginning. And so I thought, let's just start from the beginning. So, I was a miracle child. Now, why would I say so? Because when I was born, I was the only girl child in my entire family. My entire family consisted of male members. And that's why I was the loved, the cared, and the pampered child of all. I excelled at my studies, sports, extracurriculars, and of course at being a good daughter and a sister. Sounds a bit narcissistic. Damn, I was, and I'll accept that. But God has His own ways of balancing things out. When I was in my 5th standard, I was asked to deliver a speech. Was it my first speech? No. Were the audience new to me? No. And did I have performance anxiety? No. But I fumbled throughout the speech. I fumbled so bad that I was not even able to conclude my speech. I stepped down from the stage and the comments I received were, "It's okay, it happens. It's okay, it's once in a while." But no, the child and the girl there had never experienced something like that. The failure was something she experienced for the first time. She failed not just in front of the eyes of others, but also in her own self. The questions were, am I stupid? Am I pitiful? Do I even deserve to be in the space I am right now? And the answers to all the questions changed. Nishtha, would you please go and buy this thing for me? Sorry, I have my homework to do. Nishtha, it's my birthday party. Would you like to come? Sorry, my mother died. Nishtha, we have a marriage to attend. Would you like to come? Sorry, I feel sick. All the yes and no's from my dictionary were replaced with a sorry. My personality changed from an extrovert, happy being to someone who was doubtful of herself. When I was supposed to push myself towards the motivation, towards the growth, I was pushing myself away from it. But then again, God has His own ways of balancing things out. I got this invisible power, invisible being, which came into my life and pushed me towards the growth when I was pushing myself away from it. He pushed me to change my answer from a sorry to a maybe. Nishtha, would you like to go to a birthday party? Sorry, my mother denied. No worries, I'll take the permission from my mother. Please go. Nishtha, would you please go and buy this for me? Sorry, I have my homework to do. No worries, I'll help you with your homework later. Please go and do this. Nishtha, we have a marriage to attend. Would you like to go? Sorry, I feel sick. No worries, I'll get you the medicine and you'll be good in a minute. All the sorries were changed to a maybe, but it was still not a yes. When I delivered my first ever topic in my 8th standard, it was something I was pushed to do. After I completed my speech, people appreciated. But the question was, are they just appreciating me because I am a kid and they want to encourage me? I delivered my second TLL topic, the jokes landed, people laughed. But the question was, are they laughing on the jokes or are they laughing on me? When I finally said yes, was the day I delivered my table topic willingly in Gurgaon's Auditors Toastmaster. And the compliment I received was the one I never received before. Hey, do you guys have public speaking in your blood? No. Was I supposed to feel bad? Maybe I was. Or was I supposed to feel good? But the thing I felt was that maybe I was just pushing myself from the growth I could have achieved, and I left all this part, all this time to a wastage. That day I also realized that maybe I was not the miracle child of my family, but he is the miracle child who was helping me become a miracle. And that day I also realized that no matter how badly you fall or how small your fear was or how ubiquitous your fear is, it is everywhere, but still it could be conquered. And we all are miracles in ourselves, and I still would like to request all of you to believe in those miracles and believe in yourself and walk towards that path of growth. Back to Haywood.
So let's have 1 minute silence to give feedback to Toastmaster Nishtha. Well, 1 minute is over. Timer has shown red card. So next speaker again. He has taken a speech at the last moment after a back off, which generally doesn't happen in MCTC, but due to some urgency of our Toastmasters. Toastmaster Sayam is going to deliver next speech, and Toastmaster Ashish is going to evaluate his speech. Toastmaster Sayam's speech is not going to have comedy path, it's going to be some kind of motivational speech. And the topic what he has selected, which is very ubiquitous. So Toastmaster Ashish, can you read objective for Toastmaster Sayam?
Well, rightly well said Toastmaster today that he is not delivering his speech from any of the parts. But however, I've been told that I'll be evaluating two things in speech: for the body language and the vocal variety, how he is using these both to make his speech more effective. Over to you.
Toastmaster Sayam, I am a fraud. I am a fraud. Toastmaster Sayam.
I am not a fraud. I am not a fraud. Maybe I am a fraud. Toastmasters, guests, have you felt yourself in a situation where you were checking on yourself and asking, is it the place which I have achieved, or is it a place where I have reached by the stroke of luck? In many instances, I felt the latter, which is that I was lucky enough to end up in a college that was beyond me. I was lucky enough to end up in a job that was beyond me. I was lucky enough to meet people who would have been ideally beyond me. But it was never like that. Back when I was in school, I was one of the most jovial guys going around. In my class up until 11th, I would take part in each and every activity and feel that I am deserving of this stage and I am deserving of all the appreciation that I am getting. Then what happened? Class 11th happened. What in that? I was supposed to deliver a Viva presentation in front of the entire class. Of course I was not prepared. 11th class student is never. Neither was I underconfident because an 11th class student is never. Neither was I fearful of the crowd because an 11th class student is never. Something changed. A couple of my friends decided to pull a prank on me, and as soon as I hit this board, starting out, somebody from the back with his face towards the table shouted, "Hey Jadu, what are you doing, Ray?" For those of you who do not know, I was being pulled by saying you are Jadu, which is an alien entity from the movie Koi Meri Ghar. Was it something new that was being told to me? No! I was being told that. And that's where I felt hurt. I felt betrayed. I felt that the people who I was calling as friends were not my friends, but enemies in the clothing of which. And at that point in time, I asked every single thing about myself. Do I even have friends? If not, then the people I'm calling friends, or the people who are saying that they are my friends, either I'm lucky, or they are not. And I did not want to say other people wrong, so I found out that lucky is the word. The journey continues. I passed out of the school. Those friends or the enemies were out of the life, and therefore a new life started. Again, I realized that it's a new beginning and I could do it all over again, back to how I was until that fateful day. And so I did. I started going to my college with a lot of enthusiasm, performing whatever best I could, and giving the results that my teachers and people around me wanted from me, and I was being appreciated. The person who lost appreciation for 2 years suddenly found one. And that pumped me up. What happened next? I was supposed to sit in an interview. It wasn't a shiny, blanky interview. Rather, it was a pretty bland one. And I used a word which was obnoxious. And the interviewer quickly retorted and said, "You have used it wrongly." Of course I used it wrongly. Why did I use it? Because I was trying to impress. What happened next? Everybody in the entire college knew that I used the wrong word. And suddenly everybody made this conclusion that maybe he's doing the same thing with us, just that we are not able to recognize, but the interviewer did. And my fraud was called out again. This time with my communication. What was the third thing that happened? I ended up in an MBA college, toiled off, worked really hard, got selected in an organization. Again, I thought that it was beyond me. But I got selected. I had the job with me. But a person whose fraud had been called out twice wasn't really able to digest it. So what happens in an MBA college, you know? You get selected, you are added to a company's group where you get the further communication. Until the time I was added to that group, I was thinking that I misheard my name. I wasn't even selected. When I was added to that WhatsApp group, I felt that because I had misheard my name and I had called people that, I'm selected, maybe they have misallocated me to this WhatsApp group. The first day, after 6 months of being selected, when I entered the organization, I was still feeling that they will find out that this name never exists. It was just a mistake. 6 months of pain because 2 frauds were called out. Do you know what is this called? A syndrome of being an imposter, which exists in our brain. Is it a reality? Maybe no. Maybe it is. But it exists in our brain. But no story is good if it does not have a happy ending, is it? And this story is not different. It does have a happy ending. But a happy ending is not as long as the context this story has. Do you know why? Because to feel that you're fraud is a longer process. But to be able to come out of it is a moment. Suddenly, when you realize that facts matter more than the feelings which do not have basis. Suddenly, when you realize that the people you thought are maybe not your friends come up in a situation where you wanted them to come up, they show up and you know that they are. Suddenly, when you go to your job, finally take up the courage and ask your manager, am I good enough or you're just keeping me here? And the manager says, no, you are good enough, you deserve to be here. And these are the small moments of your life when that imposter within you gets a jolt. And when it does, you better kick it out, because do not lose your life for what does not exist. Love your life for what you are. Thank you.
We will have 1 minute silence for feedback to Sanyo. Well, 1 minute is over. Now we will move to second section of this meeting, and that is very interesting, and many guests will get opportunity to participate in this section. The next section is called table topic. To conduct this table topic session, Toastmaster Manju, she will conduct today table topic. She is MA, BA, she is LL, she has done courses in LLB, she has done also courses in PG Diploma in Industrial Management, she is lawyer, advocate and synonyms, she is a post trainer and she is social activist. So Manju has a huge bandwidth of degree and experience, and I hope her topic is going to mesmerize you. So over to you, Manju, for table topic.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vivekananda, for giving us such a wonderful introduction. And it's really, I'm very obliged to you, like such a beautiful and great introduction given by you from me. So welcome you all in the best and the very interesting session of this meeting. This is table topic. Why it is so interesting? Because in this session, most of the participants can come on this stage and deliver your communication style and deliver your speech, whatever you want to speak. So before moving further, I must say the mantra. I must say the mantra of this mindfulness is the table topic is. I'm sorry, I mistaken. The mantra of this table topic is mindfulness. Why mindfulness? Because whenever you deliver any spontaneous speech on this stage, you have to be mindful, be present in that particular moment, not to be ubiquitous. So be mindful while delivering your speech on table topic. I will call different volunteers on stage and give him any topic or her, so they can deliver speech or can speak for 2 minutes for that topic. So this topic will be around 2.5 minutes. Am I right?
Yes. So minimum 20 minutes.
So when after 1 minute you must be qualified to speaker. You have to speak for 1 minute, and green card would be showing on that green 1 minute, and after 1.30 seconds yellow card will be showing, and after that 2 minutes green card will be showing. Red card, sorry. And after 2 minutes, 30 minutes you have a space so that you can conclude your speech. So before, first of all, I want to call any member. Yes, please. Chirag, your topic is you want to give a surprise party to your friend, birthday party. So how will you surprise him for birthday party? Speech on this.
Birthday party.
Okay, so it's password. Good afternoon, everyone. So, as the topic is that how would I surprise my friend with a birthday party? So, I have a friend who is very close to me and he is really fond of books. And I don't know if he reads them or not, but he loves to purchase them. And his favorite place to go is the Oxford bookstore in Connaught Place, if you have ever visited it. It's a beautiful place. So there are many old bookstores in Delhi like Fakir bookstore and Oxford bookstore. So they are like wonderful places. So what would I like to do is that I would like talk with the manager and the owner of that place and ask him or her to like just decorate the place, and I'll pay for it, and I want to surprise my friend, and we will have a little ceremony. He'll come, he'll see the decoration, and we'll cut the cake, and I'll gift him the books he'll want from there, and I'll give him a book set and many different things. So this is the kind of birthday party my friend would like to have if I know him close enough. So this is the kind of emotions which I have for him, because he is my friend since my childhood, and I have seen him purchasing books. And one day I asked him, bro, you always, whenever you go to a bookstore and whenever you see books around you, you just purchase them. Do you read it or not? He said, if I purchase 10 books, I only read 4 of them. But the thing is that I like to decorate books, and I have a dream of making my own library one day. So I think that kind of birthday party in a bookstore would be the perfect party for me. Thank you.
Now I would like to call some guest who can come voluntarily and can speak. Guest. Mank. So your topic is today you are working somewhere?
Yes.
Okay. Today you took a work from home, and your wife married, na?
Yes.
Your wife. Your wife is gone to office, and she came in the evening and asked for a tea. But you had a tea just half an hour before. So how do you handle this situation?
Very thoughtful, I think. So in the morning, I call my manager and tell him that I'm not feeling well, so I'll be working from home today. So he said, okay, fine, you work from home today. And now my wife is leaving for the office. So whole day I'm working, and it's a bit stressed out job. So I'm having a cup of tea at 4 p.m. today. So after I have a tea, I realize my wife is going to come after half an hour. So I better prepare something. So when she arrives, she said that she was very, it was a very tough day for her. She met she had a lot of meetings today in the office. So she just said, just prepare some tea for me. So I say, I just had a tea. I could not say no to her because it would, feel bad. So I just had tea. So I just tell her, you also come and help me out, and we both can prepare and we will have tea together. So, but she says, no, I just came from the work and it was a whole lot of traveling. So you just make for me. So then, since I have to get dinner also from her, so I will start preparing tea for her. and I'll prepare tea for myself also, maybe half cup, and then we'll have tea together. Thank you.
Now, any guest? Or yes. Tarun, your topic is, you are a news anchor, okay? So present a breaking news about the earthquake nearby yesterday or last week.
Hello guest, I am right in the middle of the earthquake right now. The epicenter is in North Delhi and we all are shaking, aren't we?
Yeah.
Even the newsroom is shaking here. Look at this, look at the screen is also shaking. It's a terrible earthquake, but I am here to deliver you the breaking news of the day, because before everything breaks, I want to break the news. Welcome to this show. Welcome to the show at Aaj Tak. My name is Tarun Jain and I am here, your host for the day. We will analyze the events for the day one by one. Before our studio breaks, I want to complete my news because I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So friends, I want to ask you first, How are you feeling today? Are you safe? Are you outside your home? If not, please do that. First, take the phones with you. The channel is live on YouTube. Hashtag.com/Tarun Jain. Please be safe. Second, I want to make sure if you are unable to get out, keep your phone with you. Open the YouTube, get under the table, because if the bricks fall, you will be safe and the channel will be on. Make sure the internet is also on. And then the last thing, please carry some food with you. Because as long as you eat and YouTube is on, our subscribers go up, you're alive, world is safe, and we come out break free. Because
it was a brilliant speech.
Now, who want to come like guest or member? Anyone can guest, please. Please. Your topic is, yeah, please. Because lots of topic here, so I just give you one topic to you. You can change if you want to change that. You are a doctor, and a patient came to you having cough and cold, little cough and cold. So how will you treat him, like apart from medicine, what advice will you give to him?
Okay, so good afternoon everyone. So I can describe this based on my personal experience. So since I have a lot of cough and I would say tonsils, so I can relate this based on my experience. So whenever, so I'm a patient and I'll go to the doctor. Doctor, from last 3-4 days, I am having these kind of symptoms. So doctor will ask, what did you eat? So I said I ate a lot of junk foods, oily foods. Okay, so that is obvious, you will have those kind of symptoms. Okay, so and what else? I had a lot of cold drinks. I had a lot of, you can say, when I am sweating, I had a lot of cold drinks. So, okay, another thing. So, do one thing, have a lot of warm water, have a lot of gargles with this kind of medicine, and do not have the junk foods, oily foods, so that you can prevent spreading the bacteria. And that is another advice doctor will give to me. And he will say he took these medicines so that you can be cured up in 3 to 4 days. So yeah, that's it.
I guess we have time.
Any guest, please? Yes, please. Your topic is, you are driving a car and you just crossed a signal and a traffic police stopped you and asked to fulfill a challan to jumping a red light. Then how do you convince him that you didn't jump the red light and you are not ready to pay that challan?
Must be experienced.
Many experiences. Hi, good afternoon everyone. My name is Dharmesh Walia. So last month I was traveling to Delhi with my family members. I have to drop someone to the airport, and it was, kind of green light. We were running fast and there was one car before me. I was just following that car because that car was also going towards the airport. So it was kind of a amber signal, and I was following that car and I could not stop the car, and soon it became red and I was the next person. That car crossed the signal, but I was next in line. The police person said, please pull over, you have jumped the red signal. I said no, I was just following it and it is just a couple of microseconds. No, I missed it. And he was saying no. I opened the Google and he said, see, it's a 10,000 rupees challan for jumping the signal. I said, I cannot afford it, I cannot bill it. Then he said, okay, you give me 500 rupees and we can do it. I said, I'm not carrying any cash. Then he said, I cannot take the online money. It will act as evidence. Then I said, I'm not paying it, I better see the magistrate. You can give it. Then he said, you can go. Thank you.
Can I take one more? So I'm concluding this table topic session here. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you.
Now the next section, the third section. And third section is all about feedback and evaluation. So I would request Toastmaster Dipanshu, who is a general evaluator for the day, please come over the stage.
Welcome back. Now, in the interest of time, I'll quickly call on the first evaluator, Toastmaster Sonu, who will be evaluating our speaker number 1, Toastmaster Siddharth. All the best.
Good afternoon, everyone. My target speaker, Toastmaster Siddharth. He told us about 4 types of communication skills told by Toastmaster International: direct, initiative, supportive, and analytical. One thing that I liked about the speech, that he told us importance of the position and relationship, that how the selection of the communication style impacts a lot depending on position and relationship. He gave a very beautiful example of wife. But with wife, we can't have the direct communication style. And with the team and with subordinates, we can have the direct communication style. Definitely, we have to keep the supportive communication style with wife. I was just thinking, which kind of communication style do I have with my husband? Is it supportive or it is direct? Because sometimes I feel that my communication style is direct only. The second thing that I liked about the speech, that was personal anecdotes. The speech was full of personal anecdotes. He told us that how changing the communication style matters a lot. Like when he was with the client's place and he had that direct communication style, how that created conflict amongst the team and he got the negative feedback. It was an Uber attempt to convert this humorous, this informative speech into a humorous speech, because these kind of speech are just for the information, but he tried to convert the speech into humorous speech, and he involved the audiences also by asking the questions that guess which kind of communication style. Overall, like the recommendation that I observed sitting over there, that one was the voice volume. So I felt that I had to put lot of efforts to listen what next or what he is speaking now. So somewhere I felt that he need to work upon there. The second thing is eye contact. I felt that though I was sitting on the second row, but he was just concentrating over here, audience is sitting over here. So for that he can opt the approach of that W, just going front, then coming back, then again going this side and then coming back. The third thing that I observed, that was he talked about 3 communication style, but somewhere he missed the 4th communication style, that is analytical communication style. So in analytical communication, he can take the examples from the society or from the atmosphere around and can speak about that communication style also. Overall, it was a great speech, and I would like to listen more speeches from you. The one challenge to you, just come up with the roaring voice and show to this MCTC that yes, you have a lot of energy in your voice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sonu. Now I would like to invite our second evaluator, speech evaluator, Toastmaster Bakul. Please come forward and present evaluation for Toastmaster Discuss speech. Yeah. Can you have a round of applause, guys?
Miracle Child. Miracle Child made me nervous, to be very, very honest. She is the age of my daughter. And I was continuously thinking, was I that confident when I was her age? I was not. What a wonderful way she delivered her presentation. And she proved through her speech that inch by inch you can clinch, yard by yard is very hard. If you look at that entire journey she started and where she reached and the kind of confidence she gained over here, that reflects that if at all you keep making efforts in your life, you keep making practices, you achieve the goal you want to achieve. Would you all agree with that?
Yes.
What was her journey? What was her journey? How she became a miracle child? Sorry?
From lack of confidence to confidence.
Lack of confidence to confidence. And I have seen in my life, being Toastmaster for 8 years, people who can't speak even few sentences, they can deliver very confident speech. Even if you look at the speech of Siddhartha today, it was reflected. I mean, I have seen his first speech when he came, and now the kind of speech he delivers. But Siddhartha is not my target today to evaluate. What I like, the universal, ubiquitous ingredients of a good speech is body language, voice modulation, and the content. Insofar as body language is concerned, I would give 10 out of 10 to Nishtha. When it comes to voice modulation, I would give 10 out of 9 to her. Possibly she can work a little more on voice modulation. But when it comes to structure, I may tend to deduct some marks. It would be 10 or 7 out of 10. The reason being, in any public speech, when you create the topic, it has to have a clear division of your opening. Your body, content of the body should be divided into 3 distinct parts by which people can relate. In your speech, possibly in Nishtha's speech, I can clearly say that it could have been maybe, no, to maybe, to yes, possibly that kind. And then people should be able to relate. Then I mean, she traversed her journey from no to maybe to yes, though she covered it well. So overall, it was extremely difficult to find recommendations for your speech, Nishtha. Only one area possibly you can work is the structure, but I would love to listen to you repeatedly. You can really elevate our speech delivery. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bakul, for this energetic evaluation. Now I would like to invite our President, Toastmaster Ashish, to evaluate Toastmaster Sayum's speech.
Love your life for what you are is a message that the speaker conveyed today in his speech. His speech was action-packed and totally impactful. What I liked most about his speech was the first opening line. When the Toastmaster of the day introduced the speaker, the title of his speech is "I am a fraud," and the first line that the speaker said is that "I am not a fraud." And that too is a loud voice. I think at that moment the speaker hooked the audience at the first opening statement. So I really give the commendation to the speaker there. Well, coming to the structure of his speech, the opening was obviously a great opening in that term, which I discussed. Then coming to the storytelling, right? You got into the storytelling, which was the main part of the speaker. And the storytelling, the speaker played with 2 things, the high pitch and low pitch. When he was talking about story, and when he was narrating the conflicting part of the story, he took his voice to the top. And when he was conveying the message of the story, then he was coming to the forward to the stage by lowering his voice and deliver the message. So I think that was very impactful. Coming to the speaker body language was great because first body language, I will talk about the eye contact. Your eye contacts were evenly distributed in the meeting room today. Facial expression. Your facial expression was very in line with the content and the delivery of the speech. When you're talking about the conflict that you were going through, you were tensed. When you're delivering the message, you were cool and at ease. Recommendation I would like to make to the speaker. I have 2 recommendations for him. I felt as an audience that the speaker should have taken little pause in his speech today, but at some point of time I thought that I missed you. I missed your speech. So a little pause in your speech could have added more value to your speech. Coming to the stage movement. Stage movement was, I'll say 80% stage movement you were there. You use stage to your fullest. But I felt that since you were talking about 3 stories of your life, so what could you have done? You could have chosen 3 different portions of the stage and narrated your story and could have possibly delivered the message from that portion of that stage. I think this could have added more value to the speaker's speech in terms of subconsciously connected with the audience. But on the whole, I like your speech out and out. You had a great story, excellent delivery, and a very impactful message. But a couple of recommendations, I think will make your speech even more better. I wish you all the best for your next speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ashish. Now we'll move on to our auxiliary role plays. In Toastmaster, we say them as tag team, timer, our counter, and grammarian. So first, I would like to invite our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Ankit. Please come forward and present his grammarian's report.
So, first I'll be telling about the use of the word, great use of the word which was ubiquitous today. So, Nishtha, Vivekananda, Toastmaster Manju, and Toastmaster Bakul have used this word. And apologies if I'm missing out someone here, because sometimes it gets difficult to pay attention to all of that. Then creative usage of words. So Dipanshu used curating ingredients, which is a good usage. Then crucial matters, and Ajay used a very creative adjective, which was motivated Toastmasters. Then Vivekananda, disrupting business or new avenues of employment, and outsourcing mind to GPT, check and balance, mesmerizing. So great usage. Then there was a guest, I don't know his name, but to elaborate, sorry? Ramesh, no, there are so many guests, so I might have noticed someone. So to elaborate skills were tweak a little bit, so that was a great usage. Then Siddharth also used the word like cautious, bottlenecks in projects, accelerate the effort. Then Bakul used want to ask inquisitively. I don't know how to even pronounce this.
Inquisitively.
Yeah, so it was a good usage. Then Nishtha used enclosed in cage, pampered child, and sound narcissistic, which was a great usage. Then Sayan used jovial guy going around, pulling the prank, called out again, told off. Then Sony used personal anecdotes, Uber attempt. So these were some very creative usage of words. Then quotes and metaphors that were used were balancing things out, last but not the least. Most important thing in communication is just to listen. Inch by inch you can clinch, yard by yard is very hard. Very creative usage. Then if it's not happy, then it's not the end. So, and then coming to the incorrect and incomplete usage, which was instead of on it, the person who used it might have used the having these. Then reduce employment could have been said like negative impact on employment. Then take use of that should be make use of that. Put fire in my team should be motivated or fired up the team. Eyes of on shelf should be eyes of on. Spontaneous should be spontaneous. Ubiquitous should be ubiquitous. Then yellow card will be showing, should be yellow card will be shown. Stress out jobs should be stressful job. Cured up should be cured up in 3 to 4 days should be get well in 3 to 4 days. Then must be experience should be must have experience. Work upon there should be work on that. So this was the grammarian report for today. And over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit. Now I would like to invite our counter for today, Toastmaster Anurag.
So, I myself starting it. First starting with TM Vivekananda. He used so once, 3 times and 5 times. TM Siddharth used long pause 1 time. Nishta didn't use any crutch words. TM Syam used 1 time but. TM Manju used 1 time so, 2 time 2 time 1 time and 1 long pause. TM Chirag used 1 time so, 1 time Guest Mayank used 5 times so, 13 times so, 1 time and 2 time repeating same word and I. Guest Tarun, I did not find any crutch words. TM Piyush, 5 times so, 1 time 3 time and Mr. Wagia, he used 1 time TM Sonu, she used 2 time and TM Bakul, he did not use any crutch words. TM Ashish used 1 time TM Ankit used 4 times so, 3 times So this is from my end as a counter.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag. Now I would like to invite, last but not the least, auxiliary role play timer Toastmaster.
Okay, so last, as we are running out of time, so I will conclude very fastly. First, but time is important for us, as I experienced in life. Like 3 things are there. If you agree, just raise your hands. Time, money, and energy. I experienced in my life are most important, and we don't get them in a same time. Like in our childhood, we have energy, we have time, but we don't have money to spend. When we are earning money, we are adults, we have energy, we have money, but we don't have time. And when we retired, we have time, we have money as well, but we don't have energy. Okay, so now coming to the point, for the prepared speeches, Siddhartha has taken 7 minutes, so he passed because it was 5 to 7 minutes. TM Nishtha has taken 6 minutes, so passed. And TM Shayyam has taken 7 minutes, also he is within the limits. And for the evaluation, TM Sonu has taken 3 minutes, so he is also within the limits. And Bakul sir has taken 3 minutes, and TM Ashish also taken 3 minutes, so all are within the limits. Come to the table topic masters. TM Chirag has taken 2 minutes 10 seconds, so it is okay. A little bit, yeah, he is failed here. 2 minutes was the highest. 2 minutes 30 minutes, yeah, 30 seconds also. Okay, so he is passed. And Mayank is also 1 minute 30 seconds, so passed. Tarun 2 minutes passed. Piyush 2 minutes 10 seconds passed. And Dharmesh 2 minutes passed. So from my side, everyone has passed. Except I would like to say that Bakul sir has taken more time, so he is now on the edge side.
He is qualified.
Yeah.
How much time it is?
10 minutes he has taken, like on the edge. 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah, for the like studying the
10 seconds. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
He overshoot by 10 seconds or 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
I think Chat GPT has taken so much time.
Okay, not that one. The introduction took how much? 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, it was 3 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Yes, back to the meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. Since we are overshooting time, I'll present my journal evaluator report in the points where we could have improved. I have noted down for each and every speaker who have come on the stage. We can later connect after the meeting. If you are most welcome to pay for my coffee. With this, so first I like to evaluate the evaluators, a speech evaluators and an auxiliary role plays evaluators. All the 3 speech evaluators, Sonu, Bakul and Ashish, are already very experienced Toastmasters. The point that I really liked was that they all use third person, the directed evaluation to the audience. This is a really good quality because it helps the audience to connect with the evaluation, not only the speaker. Second thing that I really loved was recommendation was to the point. They were demonstrated well. Only recommendation I have for the evaluators is to summarize at the end all the commendation and recommendation so that it's easy to recap. Second thing is if you're giving a recommendation, try to demonstrate it. For example, if you're giving a recommendation of eye contact, try to demonstrate it that how the speaker could have improved. He could have followed by client structuring, spreading the gaze across the whole auditorium, or following a W part, which is mostly recommended. Coming to our table topic speakers, I think the table topics was situational, so it was difficult because you have to think of the personal story and then reconnect with the story, and then connect with the situation. All the table topic speakers, Chirag, Mayank, Tarun, Piyush, Dharmesh did a really well job. Only recommendation I have for the table topic speaker is to follow an OREO approach, which is something we recommend in Toastmasters. So O means for opinion, what is your opinion in the situation, then the reason, then explanation, OREO. So that when we are giving a speech, we forget because so many thinking is going on. So having a structure really helps us follow for the table topics. Coming to the evaluation of the meeting in general, I have pointed out some of the points where we could have really improved. First point that I would really like to emphasize is that role players really need to come before time. If you have taken a role, meeting starts exactly at 10:30. Please try to reach before 10:15. Also, I have one recommendation for the EC. If a role player fails to reach before 10:25 or 10:25, we should, I think, assign the role to someone who is present in the meeting so that we could have started on time. I think we started around 4 minutes late. So that is something we really need to work. Role plays as a responsibility and as a meeting in general. Second thing that I like to recommend is for the auxiliary role players to be well versed with the role, connect to your mentors. For example, the timer. In the agenda, if you see, we have for each and every role, starting from the essay to the closing by presiding officer, we have clearly mentioned that green card, yellow card, red card. So that way we can follow. If by chance we are overshooting time in one section, we could cover up in the next section. Third point, I feel that meeting was really well designed. And for the benefit of guests, we usually do not meet at this room. We have a room at the basement, which is much wider. We have also a stage. So the reason we are meeting here because there was some work going on in the basement. That is why a space crunch was there. But I think the EC did the job really well. The meeting room was set up. The camera is already set up. So overall, a really great meeting. Chat GPT, so much learning from the speeches. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. With this, I hand over the stage to our dashing presiding officer, Toastmaster Ashish.
Can we have a big round of applause for all the role players? So how did you like today's meeting?
Great.
So in the scale of 9 to 10?
10 out of 10.
Okay. So well, I think voting link has already been shared with all of you. I am giving a minute of time to please mark your vote for the best. So I am also marking my vote. So I recommend all the guests, you can take the help of fellow Toastmasters sitting nearby and scan the QR code for the voting. So I think most of you have marked your board now. So well, I'd like to go to the guests and like to seek their feedback of today's meeting. So first starting from you, ma'am. Just be very brief because you are running out of time. So just any remarks that you want to make about this meeting.
Like, I'm no one to judge anyone.
No, not about judging your experience, just share your experience.
So I liked Nishtha. Her confidence was up to the mark. And Tarun Chen was amazing. Like, the way he conveyed the table topic, it was amazing.
So did you find the value of today's meeting that you
Yeah, value in, I don't remember the name, but his, message was amazing to live a life. Like, we have to live our life in best possible ways. So the message was amazing. I don't remember his name.
Thank you. Thanks for your remarks. Yeah. So just give overall feedback of the meeting. Instead of but good. Yeah, please. Just be say your feedback about the overall meeting.
So I really enjoyed the meeting. This 2 hours meeting was a great time interacting with everyone. I think everyone. I feel people were prepared well and they tried to show their best effort. They came prepared and tried to be on the stage and give best version of yourself. And I think it's a great platform wherein one can really develop his presentation skills. And I look forward to be a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, it was really good. I think we know so many things, but how to sync one by one, it only I can learn from there.
Thank you.
It was very organized meeting, and the speakers were really great. I was just thinking that like how long would it take for me to be at that stage, because the way they delivered, it was really great. Nisha, particularly, the ways he used voice modulation and emotions during her entire journey, you could actually imagine her as a movie in like about her past. So overall, the deliveries were really great. I was just thinking that how long would it take for me to be at that stage? Would be like how I would be able to deliver such a great speeches.
Thank you. Great. I mean, I love the energy of the room. My only feedback was around the location. I don't know if anybody else was sweating, but I think already taken care by him that this is not the room.
Not the room.
Yeah. So great energy, and I love these speeches, and especially sir's feedback, how he constructed it. And since this is not my first time in the Toastmaster, I used to be 10 years ago, and I remember my early days. I was sweating, nervous, and Toastmasters has been a great platform, helped me improve a little bit. And again, thank you for having me here. It was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramesh again. I love the structure. I love the way the feedback is provided. Only one recommendation. See, I'm still learning how this proceeds. What all we are using. We have a screen here, the grammarian and the other. I mean, those words. We can show it on the screen if it is possible. I'm not sure how it runs. So that it is easy to connect, because there are so many things which are said. This is the feedback, this is the feedback, this is the feedback. Or if it is shared at the end of the meeting with everyone, then it is good. So that we can do the homework and next time it acts as an handy notes.
Yeah, you got your point. Again, after the meeting, the speaker can connect to the tag team and can seek their feedback from them. That option is there. Otherwise, we have a WhatsApp group where we have the feedback, overall feedback about the speeches.
Yes, otherwise I just love the energy, as he said, and the different structures and different personalities, how they are delivering the speeches. So, lot of learning.
Yeah, thank you for making a valuable remark. I think yes, sorry.
So it's like a Garbhakti for me after a break of like 5 years, I believe. And I look like when Dipanshu joined, I was his mentor, allocated mentor. So I think I would request him to mentor me again. And he was mentoring, and I definitely, it's the energy of MCTC which actually, you know, brings people here. I think we are the most vibrant amongst all in Congress Club. So I really look forward to again joining this back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look forward. So I think I missed someone from the guest. Yeah.
It was a wonderful session. Like the meeting was organized and structured very nicely. We had the first week we had the introductions, like who will be playing which role, and after that we had speeches and then table topics. Then it was a feedback. So all in all, it was a wonderful experience, and looking forward to joining.
Thank you. Can we have a huge round of applause for all the guests? So now moving on to the awards for the best role player. So first, we would like to start from the best auxiliary role player award. So 3-timer grammarian or counter. So tell me who is winning this award. The name starts with A.
Grammarian.
Yeah, it goes to Toastmaster again. So can we have a Ankit? Now coming to the best role player award. Joke Master, Toastmaster of the Day, General Evaluator. These three are contenders, and all these three, I think they have done their job very well. So who do you think is General Evaluator, Toastmaster of the Day? Even Joke Master was impacted, right? So well, it goes to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Vivekananda. Now we have the Best Evaluator Award. 3 evaluations, all the evaluations were perfect. Who do you think?
Toastmaster Bakul.
Toastmaster Assis. Yeah, it goes to Toastmaster Bakul. Please, now last but not the least, the Best Speaker Award. And 3 speeches we had today. And all were
so good speeches.
All the speeches.
Very difficult to
Yeah, very, I think whosoever is winning today is winning by a whisker.
Yeah.
So who do you think? Siddharth, Didisha, Sanyam. Sanyam? It goes to Nista, Toastmaster Nista. One more award left is Best Tabletop Speaker.
Tarun.
The breaking news.
Yes, it goes to Toastmaster Tarun. The kind of energy you brought when you were on stage was amazing, right?
It looked as if it was a prepared speech.
Yes.
Right.
Looked at as if he himself is an actor.
That's what I was wondering. Now he actually confessed that he has been an ex-Toastmaster.
I think with this, we formally announce the end of this meeting, right? And we'll just have snacks and network with each other. We'll meet next Sunday. Next Sunday, as I mentioned, that we are going to have a joint meeting with GTMC.
Where?
And venue we have not decided yet. Maybe we'll be there or here. We'll be letting you know. And As I mentioned, the 16 we are having the conference. So those interested, please register yourself and witness that opportunity for your life. And also, Toastmaster Banu is delivering his speech today. He will be the one of the
Yeah, one of our members is contesting there, right, at a decent level.
So you can be there to cheer him up, and you can be there to cheer him up and to learn from other speakers as well. So thank you very much for your presence. Can you have a group photo?
We can take a selfie as usual. Yeah, let's see
Are you coming? Are you coming?
Pooja, your name. So you left the job?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Because I was working in customer service. It is almost 9.
Now you are looking for new job.
Actually, I am learning new skills like data science or something so that I will go with it.
You are able to survive?
It was completely night shift. I worked there for 5 years
You can come here every Sunday and you can get some energy and that is free of cost. So you want to be
No, it's good. By coming here.
Good to see so you found it good?
Yeah, it was.
This is your first time?
Yes, I am
Nice to meet you. It's your first meeting, right? What was the experience?
It was amazing. That's why I'm waiting for her to join it.
Sure. So is a VP membership. And she'll explain all the things. Are you added in the guest group? I'll recommend just ping me on WhatsApp. I'll add you to the guest group. I'll get you connected with Toastmasters. She'll explain you the whole process.
It is happening every Sunday.
Yeah, every Sunday, same time, same place. We meet in the basement. It's a bigger space. आज वो थोड़ा
You are here from how many years?
So ma'am, I joined when I was in my first year. My dad used to come here. He kind of dragged me here. That's
But that's good, na? More confident and enthusiastic.
It happens because in Toastmasters, what is the biggest thing I've learned is there's no teacher here. Everyone is learning from each other. And really good quality people are here. You get to learn from a lot of them.
Because everyone was, at least if no one is able to speak, they are able to stand
Exactly,
here.
ma'am. Exactly.
And that's what I am looking for.
So the speech by Siddharth, so Siddharth joined I think around my time, and he had a lot of problems. Same with me, like he had been a Hindi medium student, so that's why he had. But now you see him, phenomenal speaker. That's the transformation that happens.
That's what we are looking for. Because it's very difficult to speak in front of. I am working for the last 5 years. In a team, when I have to give presentation, I feel like nervous. So that is what I am here to overcome it.
It's a perfect place, man. So if you want, you can also join the next meeting. Also, we have this conference. Basically, Toastmasters is not just one club; it's a huge community. So next week we are having a conference by Toastmasters. So in what happens is, in a very brief way, I say, we have contests. In club meeting, we have best speaker, best evaluator. But sometimes we have contests once a year. So for example, international speech contest. So everyone comes prepared and they give their speeches, and the best two goes to the area level.
Okay, is it the same Toastmaster which I because when I started, there were so many.
Yeah.
Like Millennium and the same.
So structure is all same, but every club develops their own culture now. So because of the members. For example, Nishta, so she comes from a club called GOT. They meet on Saturday evening. So their club has a lot of youngsters. So their culture vibe is a bit different. Ours have a mixed match. That is the difference.
It's amazing. I am enthusiastic.
Sure, I really recommend you join next week also. Then make a decision for yourself. Or you can ping me on WhatsApp. Who do you connected with for coming here? Yeah, so you have Sonu's number. She'll get you connected. Yeah. Just ask her to add you to the guest group, and she'll also explain you the process, the fees, whatever the perks of joining Toastmasters. She'll explain you everything.
So topics will be given every like
Yeah. So what happens, ma'am? In Toastmasters, there's a structure called pathways. So what happens is whenever you join become a member, there's something called pathways. You're given a path. You can choose your own path, and there are 5 levels in it. So every level has a purpose. For example, first level has 4 speeches. The whole point of level 1 is to get you comfortable on stage. You can come with your own topic, present it here, get an evaluation, then slowly build up your confidence. Second is they give you a topic. So now you're focusing on your content. Third is about body language, storytelling. Then fourth and fifth are difficult. In that you have to give a 20-40 minutes long speech. That is how the transformation happens.
So you are doing like hosting colleges or something like that because the way you are coming, I thought you are like host.
No. So I was like really raw when I come here, but the atmosphere I got now is slowly. It took me 4 years to get this comfortable. But you see Bakul sir, he's a phenomenal speaker.
So everyone is Toastmaster?
Yeah, everyone is Toastmaster. Everyone is a member.
So who started it?
I think it was started in US by a guy named L.C. Smedley. He started
Here who started?
So I think the first club in Gurgaon was Gurgaon Toastmaster Club. They meet on Sunday, same time, but at Ambience Mall, behind Ambience Mall. So that was the first club. Then second club was ours. So our club is 10 years. Then there are many more clubs, very corporate clubs as well.
So it's 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours and then half 1 hour networking.
Great opportunity because it's been 5 years I'm working and I'm still lacking in that confidence. I am not aware about these groups and all. But I was searching on Google and got to know about this, so I came here.
That's great, ma'am. That's great. Make a decision.
The journey started.
Yeah, finally. So see you next week.
Yeah, sure.
You are also connected to Soren.
Yeah.
Charges
changes you. जितना information आपका बढ़ेगा, उतना आपका confidence बढ़ेगा. You will be more confident. I'm sorry, I delivered a lecture on that.
Very relevant. So consensus, majority and third.
Third में याद करूँगा.
Consensus is ideal. Ideal is consensus requires more focus prior.
Consensus requires actually I have worked on training or negotiation. Anybody taking a step is some underlying concept. अब उसने बोला कि मैं 5 बजे नहीं आऊँगा और मैं बोलूँगा 5 बजे आना पड़ेगा. Now it's more difficult to stay.
Yeah.
But underlying concept सर मेरी बेटी ने मुझे खाना बनाने के लिए but there is an underlying concept. Underlying concept let me strength will always come. True. Fundamental principles in negotiation try to understand
underlying. Very powerful. Getting to it. I think author ने वो UN का उपयोग कराया था. William Uriel.
I hope मैंने बहुत लंबा आंसर दिया.
सेवन आंसर मिल गया. नाइस टाइम. दूसरा सवाल नहीं था.
Wonderful.
सारा इसी क्लस्टर सारा
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Baba sir.
Thank you so much.
Next meeting I am collecting my
Even I was okay then.
नेक्स्ट वीक स्पीच ले लो।
हाँ बिल्कुल।
आप तो सर मतलब आता नहीं है हमने आईएससी में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया मतलब आप करते हैं सर आपको थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल होना चाहिए सॉरी कोई बहुत कंफर्टेबल होना चाहिए तो सर आपने ना लेना अपनी स्पीड रिकॉर्ड करो उनको भेज दो कीप ऑन इम्प्रूविंग और फिर गिव अ स्पीच प्रैक्टिस करके प्लीज होगा और क्वालिटी लेवल होगा
अमेजिंग है ये केवल आप कब से इवैल्यूएशन मास्टर होते हैं रियली मुझे अच्छा लगा एक्चुअली जो स्पीड तैयार था तो भाग रहा था 8 मिनट में मुझे लास्ट मोमेंट तक समझ में आ रहा है कि कैसे उसको कंटेस्ट करना वो लास्ट वाला जो एंड था वो ऐड ही नहीं कर रहा है ये मैं कैसे उसको उसमें प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा
डेविड के साथ ये
हाँ हाँ जब उसका मतलब
नेक्स्ट वीक क्या करना है?
नेक्स्ट वीक सोनी की जिम्मेदारी है आप तो नेक्स्ट 2 मंथ में
नहीं
नहीं पे जाओ फिक्स
काफी लोग पहले ये पूछ रहे हैं यार वहाँ जाना होता है
अरे अभी डिसाइड ही कर लेते हैं ना चलो
ये मोबाइल नहीं कवर है यार